Okay, we're on. So, okay, y'all ready to get started?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Well, Kimmy Walker here. Welcome back to the next episode of the Early Accountability Podcast. The Early Accountability Podcast started in 2018. We started with a mission to change uh, visionaries into victors, right? Dreamers into doers. And we do that through giving people goal activation strategies to help them begin, start, or organize in the early stages of a new personal or professional endeavor. I have a panel here tonight. We've been switching things up a little bit this year on the Early Accountability Podcast. I've been on sabbatical, but I'm back now, right? So I'm excited to be here and I'm excited to have guests and I'm excited to do some things a little bit differently. If you caught us last month, we had these three handsome gentlemen that were on the show on our inaugural uncut, unfiltered business insights called Cutting Through the Noise. We had a lot of positive feedback, and so we were very excited to bring this back to you. So I'm going to let the gentlemen introduce themselves, so a little bit about you, and we're going to get talking about some topics and some things we've been noticing, or just some points we want to expand upon. So I will let you all go. We'll go Albert, Walt, Ty.
Perfect. Well, thank you again for having us. Yeah, if you missed the first one, it was a blast. That's what I'll call it. But anyways, my name is Albert C. Hurston Jr., CPA. I am the owner of Right Choice Accounting Solutions, your one-stop shop accounting and tax solution. I am Lauren's husband. I'm Braylon, Kaylin, and Ashlyn's dad. And I'm a whole bunch of other people, family members. But that's it. I've been saying I'm gonna keep it short, simple, and to the point. I ain't pitching no more pitching in 2024, y'all. I ain't got no offer for nobody. I'm somebody's husband. I'm somebody's dad.
Y'all realize Albert pitching right now, right? Nonetheless, it's gonna be that kind of.
Bro, that's
the FOMO tactic. The FOMO tactic.
Right, it's gonna be that kind of night. But
that was the quiet part, my brother.
You got that right. My name is Walter Jeanette. As you can see, tag says the content bishop. So you can find me in the social media, YouTube streets. Always preaching about content creation, content strategy. As of late, past several months, the whole summer and the fall, winter, a lot about fragrances as well. So I'm just kind of all things under the sun. You know, if you can hold a conversation, then we can talk about just about anything. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I'm nobody's husband, nobody's father, but I got some nieces and some nephews and some godkids that I love. So they keep me pretty active, pretty busy. But yeah, like Albert said, if you missed the first conversation, then a lot of what we getting ready to say tonight, you might be like, where does this come from? But for those of you who are here for the first time, you're in for a treat. So definitely looking forward to it.
All right, well, that's on me. Well, I am Tyran. Name's Tyran Cosby. I like to say BTD, Beer Talk Vet CEO. Pretty much I use Beer Talk Vet as a consulting where I help people, kind of get their finances up through the stock market and investing. I love helping veterans, so that's pretty much where my focus and everything is. I'm also co-owner of Life Behind the Beard. So check us out, lifebehindthebeard.co. We're definitely a lifestyle brand that you should definitely fuck with, for sure. I said fuck with.
I'm not gonna be laughing the whole time in the mic. I'm gonna be muting myself, y'all, so you don't have to hear all that. It's about to get real. Okay, where y'all want to start, fellas?
I don't know. Hit us with some topics.
Whatever you like.
Yeah, it's your show.
Okay, well, I want to talk. I don't know if you all happen to watch Walt. Tell us your channel tags real quick, Walt. I know you got more than one.
It's literally just Walter Jeanette. Yeah, WALTERJENNETT. That's it. It's my first name.
You got two YouTubes though.
Oh yeah, and my other that one is the general one, all thing content, marketing, all of that. And then the one centered around fragrance is Fat Boy Finesse, FINESSE.
Okay. So I was on the regular one, and so we got to see him talk a little bit about DoorDash. So why don't you tell us your little condensed synopsis of DoorDash for people who may not know? Because
for people who may not, yeah. Got you. For people who may not know, DoorDash, she's been on the platform for a minute, which a lot of people aren't talking about. but been on the platform for a minute. She really got, her start making videos about door dashing, and she actually got pretty good at it. She was making money, yada yada, this, that, and the third. Channel was blowing up. Went away, disappeared. My understanding, I don't know this to be true because I really don't be in people business that much, but apparently she has some other things going on, other channels, some things that some people, feel may have been less than positive. She comes back, and now she's kind of been this viral sensation. I'll say leading what people call this new wave of creators who are like, just, get on YouTube. If you're over 40, get on YouTube. If you're broke, get on YouTube. If you're over 50, get on YouTube. So all of these people that are just getting on YouTube, they don't care how they look, they don't care how they sound. That's what she's pretty much going viral for. Of course, when you do something, you do it well, you're gonna get a lot of hate, but a lot of her practices, deservedly so, are kind of questionable from a sense of, is this really sustainable? Is it realistic advice, or is this the example of another person that just, hit it at the right time and are quote unquote, I'm not saying this, but just quote unquote scamming people to fall for, these quote unquote multi-level marketing schemes that we see happening so much over the past 50 years. So yeah, that's pretty much a rundown with her.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand. So did she quit her job before she went viral or after she went viral? Because she was DoorDash.
She quit the job after she went viral. So after she went viral and, she posting about the AdSense checks and all these different types of things, then she quit, which I was like, now you kind of losing it because you put all your eggs in one basket. But hey, people are emotional. Can't tell people nothing these days. So
some people lose their mind over this AdSense, and it don't even be that much. So
and it also can go away
very quickly,
just like that.
Very quickly. So I guess why can't you? Because DoorDash, you can do it when you decide to turn it on. Well, I guess why can't you DoorDash anymore?
Well, I think
it was one video that went viral, right?
Yeah, for her reasons, I guess, based on what she said. It's not me making this up. Based on what she said, I mean, she's just tired of working. She's been working hard. She's been working hard, sun up, sun down. She's tired of working, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm just following what God is telling me to do, and y'all know how that go.
So the reason it's so funny to me is because I got content. I wish everybody who was here the first time could like begin this added content, because I know how you feel about it from how we talked about it.
Right.
So that's what's funny to me. I mean, sorry to cut you off, but that's
no, you good. No, you good. I'm glad you're giving that context, but yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, I've been working hard, and you mean to tell me that I can make money from YouTube and I get a real check and they actually deposit it in my account, and it's like, I'm quitting. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool for you, but you're not setting proper and realistic expectations for all of these people who following you. They mentioning your name. And so all of the growth that they're having right now is coming from you. But when you dry up, because you're a trend, I'm not talking, that's the thing is, people get emotional. I'm not talking trash. I'm telling you reality. We've seen this over and over again. When the trend of DoorDash is over and y'all don't have anything else to talk about, what are you going to do? And some of y'all silly rabbits then quit your job because you believe what God told you to do, that I'm important and that I'm special. And again, I'm not questioning nobody's faith. That's between you and the God you serve. My faith is a huge part of my life. But let me tell you something. The Bible also says wisdom is the principal thing. So y'all can be tricks it's for kids if you want to. But it was an election year. We got drones and aliens and everything going crazy. Elon Musk is the head of the Department of whatever. Go ahead, quit your job. Go right ahead, quit your job, and trust Google to pay all of your bills. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Go right ahead.
But you brought up a good point on your stream, your live stream about it. When you were breaking down the math, it's like that's not like a salary. That's like independent contractor. Albert, that's your part. You got to pay taxes on that for the most part. You're gonna have the IRS. So if you made a $10,000, you ain't getting all that $10,000 depending on your, I don't know, maybe it varies hour you chime in. I don't know if that depends on your tax bracket or what. But
so here's what I've learned, like, about people, right? And I feel like I can tell I'm getting older because ain't it like you just start seeing the same way you talking about like how the MLM thing it just be a different face on the same thing. Like, hey, all y'all come over here, let's do this, and the people coming over here to watch you do it is how you win. It ain't nothing substantive. It's you winning because you tricking people into believing in this thing. But what I've learned about people, right? People are going to act in real life based off what they wish were true. Like, so you already know, like when she got that first AdSense check, and I'm uninformed, like what I know about this is what you just said, Walt. So y'all please take all of this with a grain of salt. But what I've just learned about people, she took that first AdSense and was like, oh wow, this is the first one. It's only up from here. And you know, like the rest of us who have actually built something and we know the ups and the downs, like Ty, bro, I always have so much respect for you because I ain't done that for 20 years. Every time I just be talking, I be like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't a thing. I've lived for 20 years. But you know, every time I look over there, I be like, this brother committed to something for 20 years to get to the other side of it. I know I probably said that a lot of time last time. But back to what I was saying about people. People gonna do like the most ridiculous stuff because they like, I'll say we because I'm a person. We don't act in reality most of the time. We literally just be a combination of what we hope, wish, and dream are true. And then we take stuff that are real. You can't hear me, Kimmy? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. Sorry.
Oh. But we take stuff that's real. And we like, what was that?
That was an accident. I was
It was one of them drones.
They took it personal.
It
was really, it was ironic. You're like, what's she trying to say?
Hey, that was a
Fans is watching, y'all be careful.
It's like, hey, like, you know, oh, Kimmy accountant, Kimmy like, hey, you getting too far into talking about too much of this. But no, I was just gonna say what I learned about people is people will do in real life the most ridiculous stuff based on what they hope, dream, and wish were true. And this is just another like example of that, I think. Like she just hope it works. And she gonna try to will, and like you said, she gonna believe, and God gonna bless her. And like no, bro, like at the end of the day, you just gonna have to work for what you get. It ain't, I don't care what these coaches say, I don't care what the internet tell you, like you're not gonna get nothing you don't work for unless you go talk to my bro Ty, and he put you in the stock market and let your money go work. But somebody gonna work for what you get. Like it ain't just gonna, God just ain't gonna be like, oh man, I got all these big problems to solve, but this person, she don't want to work no more. Let's solve that problem.
Uncle Sam want his cut whether you invest in stocks or going to work, or they getting their money out of everything.
Right. But you know, I always say that's why you should be structured in certain ways. You know, if Jay-Z, Bezos, all these Elon Musk, if they can beat taxes, then the average person should too. You just got to be structured like them. You got to have businesses and shit to kind of offset your gains. Not trying to tell people what to do, but that's kind of the easiest loophole to the system. A lot of black people don't know that they think working is the key. It's not, man. If you structure yourself, if you're going to work every day to make yourself the business, you understand? So if you're going to work, and I'm sure my man can break that down, but that's one of the things that people need to know, because this can be done as kids and this can be done as adults. I don't know much about the DoorDash chick, but I will say I don't know much even about half of the internet. But what I can tell you is, like, if she took some of her money in advance to herself, then she put herself in a position to win. And, you know, whatever. But if she just took some of her money and effed off with it, then, yeah, she leading people right into gunfire, basically, you know, so.
Well, Ty, I want to jump in because you said, and to give some more context to the situation, because I'm pretty sure there's some people watching, you can't be black. I'm gonna just say this. You can't be black and be on YouTube and not have seen her recently. You know, I mean, she's kind of been everywhere, especially if you're a woman. I'm not even being funny. Like if you've searched anything regarding how to start a YouTube channel, how to get on YouTube, whatever. You've seen her or you've seen somebody mention her name, but you said something key when you actually brought out the whole race aspect, because we get emotional about stuff. We the only people in the barbershop trying to shoot somebody over whether Jordan or LeBron is the GOAT, whether it's Biggie, or I got on a Pac shirt. Like, we get emotional. So even me having this conversation right now, and if I upload a clip, like, people was comment, it was like, why black people always trying to tear down a black woman? I'm like, whoa. So because I'm giving you advice, now it's hate. But you broke. Like, you telling me I'm hating because I'm trying to help you by showing you, okay, I'm not hating on her, and what she's doing is cool, but that's not helping you, because you have this false reality that just because I get up here and say DoDash sent me, again, y'all want to do this 2006, 2007 stuff. If you follow me, I'll follow you. If you like me, I'll like you. If you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you. But here's the reality of it. I don't have time to waste sitting here looking at you figure out what you got going on. People are not going to support you just out of loyalty. I got too much time to sit here and watch you try to figure this out. That's just the facts that people don't want to accept. So when I get on camera and I say you're not growing because your content sucks, people get offended. But I'm like, no, y'all want to kumbaya, this, that, and the third, and you want somebody to hold your hand, and you go spend millions of dollars with these coaches trying to figure out why it's not working, because the problem ain't that. The problem is you. Like, it's not growing because you are not growing. Like, I'm not finna spend my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night. Man, you know what's going on? You know what I could be watching? Like, bro, like, come on, man. It's Tuesday night. I got 20 other things I could be doing than sitting here listening to you figure out what you. Now, if I'm at that place in my life, those are the people you're going to resonate with. You know what I'm saying? Because we get into that conversation about audience, this, that, and the third. But it just bothers me how we get so emotionally attached to things that we don't listen to understand. We listen to respond, and we immediately listen to defend ourselves to be like, you trashing a black woman. So because I told the truth, like, I'm trying to like, come on, man, like, chill out.
But you brought up a good point. Okay, so here's a really good point though. And one of the coaches I work with said this. So did she have anything already in place, like a course or a product that people could buy?
After.
So going viral didn't mean, like, a lot of people don't even have stuff in place. So one of my coaches, somebody had asked them, hey, can you come be on my podcast? And he was like, no. So I said that one at a time. You came at me like it wasn't that way, but he's like, what you got? If it do and it go viral, you don't even have anything to keep and see all the people who came to you. Have no system in place. Y'all just want to go viral. You're not even looking at, going viral. How can I scale? You should already have something in place, because she didn't already have something in place. If she would have already had something there, all you did is got followers, right? And then the way the algorithm is, people who, they're kind of prioritizing sometimes even smaller channels. So what's the point? You didn't have anything to bring them into. So
and everything she's doing now is clickbait. Like, that's the when you start calling out facts, like, all of her videos start out like this. I'm not being funny. This is not hate. This is literally me giving you facts. Yo, are you for real? Like, no cap. I'm not lying. Every single, so I'm one of those people that I'm like, at what point I'm about to throw hate and shade at a lot of people. Those of y'all people that cry on camera, at what point did you stop and hit record?
I dig that.
At what point did you decide that, you know what? I think I'll get a good reaction out of this. Now, if you were already live,
that's true,
and brought tears to your eyes,
right?
But you can tell, and then look, the way she's doing is masterful. The titles, you can tell when she's like, when things are low, she knows exactly what to post to boost the views back up there. Listen, she is giving a masterclass on how to keep this train rolling. I could give two flying flips about that, but it's her followers. They about worse than the Beehive. I'm like, they gonna go down with the Titanic, defending her. And then after she sail off in the sun, like the rest of them, because they all do the same thing, then you're not gonna hear nothing from them, and they're gonna be like, my channel's not growing. Duh. Because because your content is not good. You talking about DoorDash, bro? Like, find something else to talk about. Like, nobody cares.
Jelly's chimed in, said, "Listen, I got you." So she actually helps entrepreneurs, business owners create courses and kind of monetize their expertise.
What's my sister you talking about? Who you said?
Jelly's.
Oh,
I think y'all call her.
Your rallies.
Your rally.
That's my real. That's my sister right there. I was gonna say
my little Spanish skills won't let me do it though. Every time I'll be like, "What you gotta be saying? How you saying it?" But yeah, okay. So yes, that is the yes. I think some people y'all call her. Some of y'all call her Uralis.
Uralis, yeah.
Uralis.
She rock with us. We know it ain't right, but she let us.
Jelly's.
I wouldn't even mess it up. I'd be like, "I'm like, yeah."
I like that.
So I think what we really speaking to though, to be real, it's like, and I want to blame social media. I hate that I'm starting to get, I'm only 37, but it really do feel like, but it feel like we the ones who like, we to get off my lawn now? Because when we like see, like, like somebody like you who's been around for a while, you can see it as clear as day.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's kind of sad that people just don't care about reality. People don't care about facts. Like, if somebody's doing something dumb, like plain dumb, and you be like, "Hey, that's dumb, stop." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you a hater. Like, think about, y'all know there's people that fell off buildings trying to get a good shot for a thing. And if you had been like, "Hey, leaning off that building, you may fall." They're like, "You don't want my followers to." It's like, it's ridiculous. And y'all know, like, as a real finance accounting professional, all I deal with is like data and facts and what's real. And y'all know, like, a lot of my time spent with clients ain't on like realistically, here's what the numbers are saying about your business. It's me trying to figure out how to say strategically, like, that don't make sense. 1 + 1 will never equal 17. I don't care what coach said. I don't care what level of dream and like, people just create an environment. Shoot, Kim, we don't be in one of them environments. You be in them environments, it feels magical. Everything is good. Everybody's beautiful. Black people thriving, winning. Like, you be in them environments, and it just feels so good.
Yeah.
And when they get you feeling good, they be like, "All right, now give me some money." You be like, "Oh yeah, it feels so great. Here goes the money." Look, I don't care about money. I care about this feeling. And then when somebody come back and be like, "Hey, y'all, look, bro, they just telling you all the stuff you want to hear." Like, psychologically, like, Black woman, you want to be supported. Like, here goes some support. Like, you want to be respected. Like, I hear you, brother. I see you. Like, they just giving you what you want and being like, "Hey, in response for this feeling, give me some money and I'll keep it." You know what I'm saying? And that's MLM. It's like, "Hey, man, I'm making all this money over here. Have you heard about this thing? I'm making all this money over here. All you got to do is come over here with me, and you can make money with me, and then you can get your own 2 or 3 people, and y'all can make." And all this coaching sound like what DoorDash, like everything, like school. Like, it's like, "Hey, y'all, it's great over here. If you come over here, I'm gonna teach you how to be over here. It's amazing." It's over here though. Like, come on over here, and all you gotta do is give me a little bit of your money.
Yeah.
Teach you how to cut my grass.
Yeah, Kimmy, text me. This was off, but you were like, "Follow the money." And like, where the money at?
And on every crime show, they tell you, "Hey, first 40 hours, every crime show, little mysterious death." They say, "Hey, follow the money."
Follow the money.
Follow the money. But listen, you brought up a good point about school. Okay, so school, I don't even know what you want to call school. What kind of platform would we call that? I don't know. It's like Mighty Networks.
It's like a message board, right? I don't even know what it is, really.
To me, it's like a message board. Yeah,
like college, like that's how it's been like described.
It ain't even that updated looking. I thought it would be like a competitor to like maybe Mighty Networks, maybe not so much, like maybe Circle SO a little bit, like Mighty Network, like group. You don't think it's like a Circle
it's
SO?
It's like Blackboard for content creators.
So that's how it's been. I haven't been on.
You don't think Circle more advanced?
Yeah.
It's different, but it's all you've been hearing about. Like recently, like all you hear about is school, and like y'all said, it looked like a message board. It looks outdated, and people are trying to tell people this is where you should bring your community to, right? So I can't go enough on it. Just doesn't. It looks like crap to me. I'm sorry. I've been in a school group. It wasn't that bad, like what the person was doing. But if you all notice now, there's a lot of coaches and consultants pushing their mentees or clients to bring their groups over to school. Now, from my understanding, school, the way they kind of, what is it, the guy's name, Alex, what, or I'm not even,
Moses.
And whoever else started, that was like one of their marketing techniques to try to get coaches and things of that nature to bring their people in. But they offer a very generous affiliate. So I think it's like $99 a month for if you want to have an account where you have like your group or whatever. And I think if you come as an affiliate, I think you get like $39 for affiliate if they sign up. So instead of the $99 that they give to school, you're going to get $39 for every head.
Yeah, it's like 40%. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy work.
Like that. So do I care if that's the agreement, right? Do I care if it's good or not? Like, no, I don't care if it's good or not.
That's what I'm saying.
I want you over here because for every 100, I get 40.
Or just tell me that, hey, this is you coach, you trying to build community, you work with other entrepreneurs. I like full disclosure. That's just me though. Like, just keep it 100. So it's like, hey, this is a place where you can also look at getting another stream of income, because you can learn it and then teach your people how to use it. But I guarantee you, when you hear people talk two ways. So like Walt was saying, if it's women, they like try to overly go on, oh, they have gamification. It's so great. It's just this, it's just that. Men, engagement. We have so much more engagement now on school than before. Those are the two big things I hear. The gamification makes it more interactive, and then they have better engagement than, let's say, like Facebook groups kind of died down over just period over the time, with like reach. Whenever I hear that, I'd be like, okay, they about to pitch.
We so damn gullible, man. They already know what we want. We so gullible.
The way it looking, I saw so many people saying about it. I was like, I gotta look this up. I was like, I've been in one and there was nothing wrong with it, but I was just like, there's nothing innovative in that platform.
It's the same game. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like, we are so gullible and we fall for it every time.
So what? Okay, so when we talk about so I know some people say all pyramid schemes are multi-level marketing, but not all MLMs are pyramid schemes. What do y'all think of that?
Well, MLM ain't illegal. So pyramid scheme, just by nature, pyramid scheme is just to trick you out your money. You really don't get anything. Mm-hmm. MLM can work as long as you believe in it.
Right.
Pyramid scheme, you really can't win.
MLMs, though, I guess my thing with some of them, and I know there's like common ones people know about, like Mary Kay or Avon or something like that. Yeah. My issue with them is they disproportionately target, or at those bottom tiers, a lot of people of color and women. So a lot of minorities and a lot of women.
Is that their fault though?
Bro, I knew you. I swear to God, I knew you were finna. I knew,
because Albert just said we so gullible. This is 2025. I know it's December 17th, but it's 2025.
And
at what point do you stop falling?
Yo.
You know how you watch a movie and you just and the main character just and you be like, really? Like you watch a scary movie. Like, come on.
We know how this is about to end.
Like, come on, we know how this is about to end. Like, really, you gonna do that? Like, at what point do we stop falling for the okie doke, or is that just inevitable that we always gonna fall for it?
I think it's inevitable. Like, you're gonna always fall for it simply because a lot of people don't want it. They just want the express route to success. They want that hard route. They don't want to go over the rocks and the glass and not. They just want straight to it. So of course they're gonna jump to it because they see you making money right away. So they want to make your money right away. They don't know you put in the grind for 4 to 5 years. They don't know that you know what I'm saying, miss bills. They don't know all of this because they want your results now. So of course I say they're gonna forever be gone. Yes.
Yeah, people simply will not accept that you got to work.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it.
and if you don't want to believe you got to work, and I show up and be like, here's how you get all of this without working.
Right.
Like,
Right.
that's what I promise y'all. That's what, I don't know if that's just a period of life I'm in. That's what I'm learning about people. People literally they spend real money on just what they want to be true. And people, I think our people specifically, we want to believe that, like you were saying, bro, we want to believe that there's a shortcut, there's a cheat code, and we want to believe that this person that's selling it to us is following it. And it's just not real. It's just made up.
Man, can't cheat the game.
Well, I mean, and to like Tyron, you have a very good example, like real life example. So like you, Tyron's parents' wife's a physician. He's retired from the military, and y'all live a very nice life, right? But
your wife a doctor?
Yes.
like
Right.
Lord.
We don't talk enough. I don't know enough about you. You know, it's a lot of stuff you can be teaching me, my brother.
Absolutely.
Not about your wife. I like the one I got, but I'm just saying, like,
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer. I'm just learning more and more about you. I'm sorry, Kimmy, not to cut you off.
No, but I put to say, y'all you retired from the military, wife's a doctor, a physician, a psychiatrist. But just talk a little bit about your beginnings, because there were some things you told me about the beginning, like you're like, no, it wasn't just all glitz and glam. It just didn't start like that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if we just pick up from when I got married, I tell people all the time, they'll look at where we are now. They'll always come to the house and stuff, and they'll be like, man, I want what y'all got. I'm like, bro, you got to build it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody know we were sleeping on the floor. Nobody know we stayed in an apartment with no furniture. Nobody know we were just, you know what I'm saying, eating canned goods. They don't know, and they don't even care about that part. They only care about right now.
Right.
So
we see the mansion, the nice cars.
And all that was work for. You understand? And even now to keep it, a monkey can get rich, but only a smart person can stay wealthy. You understand? So you got to make smart moves to do that. Anybody can hit the lottery. You can get a nice contract. Chances are you can be broke in a few years. But smart moves come from knowing how to make your money make money. So, and that knowledge comes through trial and error, because I failed a lot.
Yeah. Hey, we need to get. I don't know how my mic sound. We need to get Ty the same kind of mic that Walt got, because the people need to hear that clearly. Is my mic more, Kimmy? My mic more like Ty, more like Walt.
Walt got that professional shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, because I was gonna be like, the bar you just dropped, bro. That's a life-changing bar.
Wow.
Like, if people could. But I think when we get into like real conversation, like, we just sound like, bro, like your example from earlier, we sound crazy because there's so many people that's just like, oh, you ain't got it. Like, can y'all imagine somebody being like, I weigh 275, and somebody being like, hey, if you want to lose weight, bro, go exercise and diet. And then somebody be like, bro, you ain't got to diet and exercise. Here's how you lose. Y'all remember last time I was talking about like joining the dunk program. Like, I want to dunk. I'm 270. Like, you know, like, y'all know, I would rather not have to diet and exercise to lose weight, because I would never have been 275 if I like diet and exercise. So, you know, but the problem is, I have this thing in my brain that be like, okay, that's unrealistic. And what I'm learning about people is a lot of people don't have that thing. Like, they, instead of going to the person that say diet and exercise, they will buy that course. Like, they want the abs, but they don't want the sit-ups.
They don't even finish the course.
It don't even open the dang course. Just buy the course.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's true. No, go ahead. You're right, because I was just hearing too. Even more, there's people who are paying, you know, $1,000+ for some of these courses and don't even log in.
And feel good. Feel like they did something because they got.
I heard on Omar El Takuri, who used to be with Think Media, and he had I cannot think of her name, Jaleesa or something. He had a coach. She has made $6 million in some short amount of time or whatever.
Okay.
But the conversation actually was very good. Like I actually pulled out the pen, took down some notes, you know, because I had never heard of her. So I went and started following her, you know, to peep out some of the information. But you know, like he's super faith-based, he's a pastor, whatever. But they started talking about how it's like church. The Bible has not changed. We've been preaching the same thing for thousands of years, but people keep coming back. So what are they coming back for?
A feeling, right?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, unfortunately, those are the things that people that have the right intentions, they overlook and trying to figure out, okay, how do I take that next step? Because, you know, to Ty's point, to Albert's point, it's like people don't even necessarily want the facts. They don't want the truth. They want the shortcut, but they want that fellowship. They want that camaraderie. They want a kumbaya. They want a crisscross applesauce. You know what I'm saying? They want to feel like I'm not by myself. I like content. YouTube, so TikTok has taught me that we got to be the loneliest existence of humanity that has ever existed, because people out here are literally spending money because they are craving community. And they don't even care what they get. They just like, I just want to pay to be in that room Albert was talking about earlier. Because I want that. It's dopamine. It's like, I want that feeling. And once you get high that first time, they get addicted to it. They keep chasing that same high and they can't let it go, which is why I keep telling people. And I lie to you not. You ask any of my friends, I've been telling them, social media is going to be the new mesothelioma. Well, you know, have you ever used Facebook? Have you ever used Instagram? Have you ever used YouTube? You might be entitled to some money. Y'all, I've been saying it for 10 years on everything I love. Around Halloween, I got an email that told me about a class action lawsuit for social media usage.
Bro, it has though. I mean, it's funny to think about. But bro, it's done irreparable. It's done irreparable. I'm gonna just say it slow so people don't know what I'm talking about. It's done irreparable damage. It just has. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, and I don't remember who said this, but y'all remember like when we were in school, like every school had the smart kids in a smart class. They had the special needs kids in the special needs classes. They had all of us separated into our peer groups. And now that we're on social media, like there is no protect. We don't know who is who. So everybody just speaking openly. And you'll take Ty, like I'm telling you, bro, like if I can communicate something better than you, we can be talking about the Marines. If I stand up and I'm bolder and louder about what it takes than you are, more people will listen to me than you, and you got 20 years experience, and all I got is hands flying around in the voice that they like. And that's crazy.
That's the shiny objects, though.
But you know, like an intelligent person. Well, no, I can't even say that no more. It used to be like intelligent people had discernment, right? I think all of us, bro, it's done irreparable damage to us. Like all of us are a little bit dumber than we would have been without it.
I agree.
I do believe that.
Yeah, and it's I think mostly because people get a chance to be whatever the hell they want to be. Nobody really fact check. You know, we don't really fact check a lot of things. So if you say you something, then people believe it, and those likes, like you said before, it's that feeling. It's that most people crave attention because chances are they're losers in life sometimes. So I always say if you dying for attention on social media, it's probably because your life's.
Yeah, that's true in real life. But you brought up a really good point I wanted to expand on, Albert. You said when you talked about segregation, right? So, and this is where I do have kind of a crossroads. So as I've grown or try to do more things with my business or try to expand or scale, I'll say in past years is the most I've ever invested into like the development of all the different things that I do, right? Because you know me, if you know me, know I wear a lot of hats. But how do I say it? I had to start realizing that I sometimes want to be humble, right? And still, I can hang out with anybody or be cool with people. Some people were just not going in the same direction I was going in. It didn't make any sense. It zaps energy. So it's like, it's not to be bougie or pretentious, but like some of it is just like, we have absolutely nothing in common. And I'm going to spend more time giving you what I'm paying and investing for. For what? And then you still hood and ratchet, right? And I don't, which is nothing wrong being hood and ratchet, but if it's going somewhere, that's cool. But at what point is it you just trying to segregate yourself for like some kind of sense of like elitism or what have you, or being like, I'm not going to drag this person to where I'm going, but I want to be a little bit more around people who are where I want to be. Yeah. And too, thinking about how we are too, especially if people of color, African American, just what we've kind of went through historically. Where do you all think, where does that divide stop? Where is it? Because I mean, yeah, of course it's nice if you're in a group of people who are all ahead of you, right? But you're also going to feel like a loser too, right? So when I'm around I'm not that a loser. When I'm around people who bring in multi-million dollars a year, I'm like, okay, I'm headed that way. But I also don't want to be around out too much. I don't want to feel like I'm trying to leech. Because I'm bad in my own right? Like when I'm disciplined, I'm a hard worker, right? I'm not always disciplined about everything, but where is it where it's like a segregation thing of trying to put good versus bad, or you over here, you or that, or having like a healthy dynamic of some people who are a little bit lower, a little bit in the middle, a little bit high?
Yeah. So I want to say my first part, but I want to hear what the brothers say about this.
I want y'all to chime in.
Because what you choking for? No, I said I'm gonna say the first part, Lauren. Like, you said you're gonna let them talk and start talking. But no, like, so Ty, how long you been married, bro?
Almost 30 years, about 28 years.
So by proxy, me and Lauren been married 12. It'll be 12 our next anniversary. Okay. So you already know, like, by proxy of me being around you, me and Lauren being around you and your wife, there are things that we'll learn because y'all have been through stuff we ain't been through yet. Y'all have already but I don't think you would see us as dead weight because we actually doing the work to get to where y'all at. Kimmy, a lot of time, like with somebody like you, especially because you connect people. Like you got connected me to about 20 people. I don't even know if you know it. Like for somebody like you, people will leech off you because you're doing the work. Mm. So you a worker, and most people are lazy. So I think like cutting people off who ain't working like you, that's self-care. I don't even think that's like being elite. Like Walt, bro, like you didn't mind breaking down to me like what your back. You remember I was like, bro, like what's that like? What's that?
Right.
Like he has 2 monetized channels.
Yeah, but that didn't come off as leeching or anything. It was curiosity because that's why I whipped out the camera. I was like, so I'm doing some of this. Like when it's that, you further along than me on like YouTube.
All of us put together. If you put me, you, Tyrants, like who we got on YouTube, our followers together, and probably most probably 10. We still don't have as many.
And I still need to go sit with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So don't even start. Yeah.
But they don't feel like leeching because I'm actually doing something. Like, like a lot of times people just be wanting to happen. And like for a worker like you, like that's draining because you out here working, like, and they just waiting on you to do the work.
Why reasons why I learned no was the greatest. It's hard for entrepreneurs and business owners to understand that, especially if you in like the service-based industry or whatever. Let me tell you something. No will literally save your life because going back to that word of discernment earlier, when you start to realize you're more invested and passionate about somebody else's dream, and I'm sitting here like because me and my manager had a conversation the other day, and she was like, "What clicked?" She was like, "Cause you just kind of hit this button and everything changed." I said, "I just started saying no." Like literally. Like I literally was like, no, or like even so much to the point, forget no, I just wouldn't respond. Now to those of you who I have not responded to yet, I'm not including y'all in that. Work has been working these past 2 months. So I owe some of y'all some responses. But there are some people where it's like, if we don't already have a level of camaraderie, friendship, investment, we're not already doing the work. I don't see what you got going on. I don't see like I told y'all on the last show, I was like, Kimmy was hunting me down. And then even now, emails and text me, I'll be like, listen, y'all, I'm sorry. But like right now it's crazy. But I had to learn how to say no, man, because I'm sitting here like the best of me, I was giving to somebody else. And I'm like, and the thing is, you just want to leech. You know, you want the best of me so you can reap the benefits. But it's just like going back to what you were saying about Ty earlier. Like, we don't see the bottom of the iceberg.
Mhm.
Like, we see the top and we be like, man, that's so, oh my God, it's a sight. But it's like, yo, do you know how deep, like thick that junk is underwater? And people don't see that. And you said, and the word you said, proxy, was so key, because one of the things she also talked about in the video was, we, along with fact checking, like what qualifies a person to be a coach, what qualifies a person, because for us to stop being gullible, we got to start asking questions like, what qualifies you to help me? And so again, the reason I'm so big on the way I show up, because that's part of the qualification. Like, if I'm sitting here telling y'all, okay, how to do this, how to do that, there has to be something about me, or I need to be able to have a repertoire or a library or a portfolio or something you can immediately look at and be like, I could be the greatest liar on earth. You looking at how I show up on camera, you be like, I believe every word he's in, because I see how he look, I see how he sound. Now, if I'm the type of person where I wanted to take advantage of people, I would just ride off of that. But clearly, if you look at my channel, if I started talking about every Apple product that I have, every camera, I would be one of them ones. I'd be at every YouTube because it's easy. You know what people want. People are gullible. And that's the thing. You mad at me because I'm giving you the game, because I'm telling you, y'all know people real gullible, right? So if I start talking about this iPhone and doing reviews and talking about these $10,000 worth of computers I just bought the other day to invest for 2025, oh, you know, I'm gonna get hundreds of thousands of views, but I don't do that because I don't want to, because everybody's talking about that. Because what's the use of you going by that and you don't even know how to use the phone? You don't even know how to use what you got. So I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in you getting results, but the average person is not interested in that. But I can speak on that because of my proximity to the problem. I was married. I got, you know what I'm saying? We got divorced. You know, that's neither here or there, but it's like, I can look at Albert. I can look at Ty. I understand, okay, if there's a problem, I can identify. I got a problem. I got a pain point. I got to go find somebody who has a proximity to the same problem that I have, and they really out here in these streets working. Mm-hmm. And I can qualify that person and be like, you know what? I see what they got going on, but let me holler at this person. Let me have a conversation. Because just like you said, Albert, what Ty said in that very short period of time, I'm gonna know, okay, I need to holler at bro. Bro got some valuable information that's gonna help me get back to where it is that I need to be. But everybody don't want to keep it 100 and have these real raw conversations. And we just want to keep doing this merry-go-rounds. I was like, y'all go ahead, y'all do the merry-go-round, but don't call me. My answer is no. I'm good.
I think my thing though would be like, at what point do your time stop? And what I mean by that is, I'm pretty sure we've all given the best of us to people. Not on me, I'm taxed the hell out on giving the best of myself to people.
Right.
But now, like, because some people are still talking, like they will come to you and talk to you about content. And this is stuff that you talked about 4 years ago. And you know, you probably talked about it repeatedly during that 4-year time. So it gets to a point where you're like, hey, you know what? I'm tired of talking to you, bro. Tell you what. Yeah, you're right. Here is a course. I'm gonna send you that, motherfucker.
That's what that's for.
Yeah, I agree.
Study this course.
Yeah.
Until you catch up with me, I ain't got time to keep stopping, because you're stopping a lot of other people from gaining valuable knowledge from you, from Albert and so on, because they got to keep stopping and saying, hey, put this shoe on, tie your shoe, do this. Nah, at some point you got to go, you know what? I'm about tired of y'all as much as y'all tired of me. You take this course, you go learn, get your life together. Because I'm over here with these people who are grinding. I'm gonna give them my time. I don't mind giving them my time.
Facts.
Yeah. You cats that's just been wasting time. You've been watching me for 4 years. I guarantee these cats that watch you pick up a camera, didn't know nothing about a camera, learn the camera, learn to shoot content, learn to do your own content and everything, and then they'll still come to you. You know what I'm saying? And try to get the shortcut out of it.
Facts.
Hey man, no, get your ass over there and pay.
Yeah, because I mean, I think and it's hard. I think for somebody who like hard led, because Kimmy, I know you lead with your heart, because you just don't look. Like, I don't know about y'all experience with Kim, but Kimmy just done looked out for me, and not only like looked out for me, she done just looked out for my wife too. Just proximity, like so. When I think about like the most painful truth, it is like everybody can't go with you.
Mm.
Everybody don't appreciate your honesty. Everybody don't appreciate your realness. Like y'all know, like we been learning this stuff over 20 years, and we'll be like, no, I want you to just know, like, and you'll catch yourself like, just know this, just trust this. And more often than not, you'll offend somebody before they be like, no, thank you. Like, bro,
Right.
you telling me what kind of likes you put in your thing, because I want to start that YouTube channel. Like, it's more likely that you'll offend somebody than like somebody will appreciate all of the work you put in.
Yeah.
And then the other side of that is like nobody just appreciates the work that other people put in. That's why you have to leave them where they at a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to give it. If I can, Kimmy, no, our history. And me, Phil, y'all in on me and Kimmy history, bro. Kimmy been trying to get me to do my podcast and stuff for years. When I say me and Kimmy almost knuckled up in the grass one time, like, it's like Kimmy tell you straight to the heart.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm gonna find a clip. What a clip.
Let me tell you, man. It is
Probably
not
a man and everything.
It's not. I am not using that as an example. That was real deal. You understand?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me being very military minded,
That's true.
I function a certain way. So, and we had that run in. I know for a fact the way me and Kimmy had to run in, most people would run away. You understand? But for Kimmy to still be here and still pushing me, it's like, say, man, that's dedication. That person got a different type of heart.
You can take it off and stop.
Yeah, I definitely, I fucks with Kimmy, man. She a 100.
Yeah.
She 100.
And I know we rapping, Kimmy, but to answer your question, though, like I wanted to get back to saying, like, if I was you, I wouldn't feel bad because like the way you work, how smart you are, how resourceful you are, you don't need no losers around you.
Facts.
You know, like, because Kimmy, you know I'm super busy because I know, like, your interaction with me, you know I'm always somewhere working. And you said to Walt, like, Walt busy doing his own content thing, and he got a taxing job. Like, the way that you, like, organize us and put us together, like, you don't need nobody who not working like that. You know, we working like that. That's why we attract each other. Like, I can tell me and Walt we ain't never chopped it up. We got so much in common just outside of this. You can tell. But when it's somebody, if it was a person sitting here who didn't have nothing in common with us, none of us will want to do this next time. Like, it will kill the whole thing. So I know it's 8. Y'all know how I am. I'll be the
I'm just saying.
You did good today.
I see.
Those are good points to try to look to see. Well, and I also too. Here's my thing. I also don't want to lean away from mentorship. And now, so one of the reasons I've done a lot, like when I went and helped some people launch their podcast, like Tyran is one of them, and they're all men, right? Because I felt the world needed to hear diversity in Black males' voices, talking about different subject matters. So Tyran has his show. He has lifestyle. He talks about investment, retirement, etc. Maurice, who launched the podcast when we did that too, right? He's a financial advisor, etc. People need to hear, especially at that time, we were kind of going through the George Floyd stuff. People need to hear diverse voices from African American men. They need to hear different perspectives, different things, and it doesn't always need to be about a sport, right, or rapping, right? We need to hear diversity, even if it's some stuff we agree or don't agree with, right? But we need to amplify, especially the voices of Black men. So with that too, sometimes it's like, okay, I don't want to deal with this person because, like, okay, are they about to leech or whatever? But I also too, it's hard for me with like how we get our people forward. We gotta. I lead a little bit of path, but I think you make a really great point, Albert. Like, I shouldn't be pulling you. Or I think Walter, what do you say? Like, I shouldn't be doing everything. I think Walter said, I'm working harder than you. Like, he can't come record all your content, write it, do it, edit it. Like, you got to at least sit down and do something, right? So I do find that, like, we have to have that divide too of how we can mentor and sow it into the next generation, right? And still progress forward with ourselves. Because I believe we do need community. Yeah.
I think the real balance is providing opportunity instead of handouts. Like, because like, I want to keep using you, Walt, like with the YouTube thing. Like, I wouldn't want you to be like, all right, for free, here you go. Here's the step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, tell me about them lights. And next time you talk to me, like, look at my background and see, did he hear what I said about them lights? Or Ty, if I come to you and be like, hey, bro, like, how you get through this?
Right.
Like next time me and you talk, don't be like, man, here go everything you need to know about being married. They'll be like, so bro, like what happened with you? You know, like what happened with you? Did I apply the first thing you get?
Right.
Like, am I receptive to opportunity? Because again, like Kim, you're a giver, and I know like people will take. There is no limit to what a taker will take from a giver. You'll run out of giving before they stop taking.
Woo. Literally will die.
Sure.
And they'll still be taking.
They'll be trying to scrape you up off the floor so they can take some more.
That's true. That's very true. It's very true.
Take insurance money.
Yeah, pass that.
Pass
Pass collection plate.
It's never gonna stop. They're gonna literally bleed you dry. Like, oh, she's still here. Let me get some of that.
I didn't do enough.
Yeah. But yeah, no, real, and this is gonna be the last thing. This is gonna be my wrap up, but because I know we gotta go. But to Ty's point and to Albert's point, and I believe in giving flowers to people while they can smell them. But again, I told y'all in the last, I was like, yo, you're gonna get me in trouble because there's so many people that's like, oh, so you can be on a random person show you don't even know, but you can't respond to me. And I was like, it ain't even. Sometimes you got to catch me when you catch me, and if I'm on a certain wavelength, I'm in the space, it just works. But I remember the first Zoom meeting we had, and Albert, you weren't up there, but it was just me and Kimmy and Ty, and I walked away. I immediately got on the phone, and I'm gonna be fully transparent. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna hurry up because I can talk too much. And I was like, I'd be like, man, you know how you agree to something and life is good, and then it come time for that thing, and you'd be like, what in the world did I say yes to this for? So I had one of them IT days I've been having as of late. And I went in that meeting, and I was like, man, I really don't even want. I said, yo, I'll call you back. I got a meeting. I said, I don't even know what to expect. I got out of that meeting, picked up the phone, and I was like, on God, if I'm lying, I'll fall dead. I said, my life changed. I said, because I was in a space where I was trying to figure something out that I had been wrestling with for probably 5, 6, 7, 10 years or whatever. And I just, and this thing was really holding me back from taking the next step. We went from that meeting. I was on a whim. I would just read. I said, you know what? Let me shoot this shot. I shot Kimmy an email. Now, what Kimmy should have done is shot me an invoice like most people would have done. And I said, yo, I've been thinking about this. Boom, 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 boom. I want you to take a look at something for me. And she shot some stuff back to me that I was like, dang, like this is what she was fighting hard to get me, because not even realizing it was like, yo, I needed you more than you needed me to be on this show. Because you unlocked some stuff that for whatever reason, I was just having this block. I could not figure it out, or I could not get what I needed to be like, let me take this next step and do what I've been contemplating doing. Right. So that's so for the closing out this year, that's why I kind of been chilling. Folks like, where you been? I was like, because I'm already in next year, making sure all these systems and stuff in place for the stuff I get ready to do, so I can keep saying no. But for those people that Ty is talking about, where it's like, yo, I literally don't even have the time. And for me to stop and take the time, it's going to cost you. Not because I don't like you, but because I'm tired. Yeah. And so I love not doing anything. So for me to come outside and play, this is what it's going to cost. If you don't want to pay that, go to this link right here. And I promise you, if you don't want to circumvent the 300, 500 videos I got, if you want to shortcut that, here's this link right. It's going to shortcut everything for you. Yeah. Everything that I tell you in a conversation anyway. But she unlocked that for me in a way that I was like, I swear I don't watch 20,000 videos. And what you said in that short email reply. So I salute you to say, keep doing what you're doing because it's necessary. And clearly, like I said, Albert got to be like my long lost brother. I got to ask my daddy some questions, like, you know, something. I just want to do that. And I'm done. Y'all see my information on the screen. If you need anything else, that's it. I'm cutting up for the night. Yeah.
Well, you did good. And I want to say to you, Walter, you implemented very quickly. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably why I started like working a lot with like guys for podcast, because it don't be no much people like, hey, do this, boom, 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 boom.
Right.
I think you did it in like a week. I was like, oh shoot, okay. I was like, he already.
Oh no, I'm not playing. I want to go to sleep. I'm not playing. Like, yeah.
He did good.
But that's how it is, though. Like, that's exactly what I was saying about opportunity, right? When you gave him what he needed, you ain't got to come back and also be like, hey, did you implement what I gave? Like, no, you should see the result of what you gave him. Yeah. And you do deserve them flowers, though. Even
Oh,
the
thank
people.
you.
We got a photo shoot up out of Kim and Walt.
Listen,
Like White Rose. Yeah, I believe in treating people right. I don't play by people in town. Pay
listen.
money. I believe in treating people right, you know. So that's just me. I believe God only bless you at the level of your integrity. So
Good.
that's
That's
how,
good.
that's how I
I'm gonna write that down.
Hey, let me
Yeah.
say what you saying.
I got a
Wait
notepad
minute.
right beside.
God
me.
only
Right.
bless you at the level of your integrity.
Mm.
They ain't got no ring.
That's it. 11 years.
They ain't got no ring.
Listen, so some stuff people don't see what you do. You gotta do right on the backside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is how I feel about it. But I want to make sure people keep connected with you all. Okay, and Ty. So as far as following the fellows on IG, we got Tyran at Beer Talk Vet on IG. You have to check him out. He is definitely a proud product of Early Accountability Podcast, the now agency. I gotta look at my, even I'll be arguing with him about stuff he still need to put up on his page.
Yeah.
Content that just still exists sitting there. We working on it slowly.
We're
But
working on
surely. But yeah, definitely follow Beer Talk Vet. Tyran is talking a lot about lifestyle. He's doing a lot now with investment courses. He's been doing it, but just kind of getting it out there to people and teach them. Walt is doing a lot, right? So definitely follow Walt. If you are also very interested in taking your YouTube to the next level, Walt has 2 monetized channels, not just one, and it's very hard enough to just get one. So definitely follow both of his brands. He's on IG, and he has a lot of offerings right now too for course creators. Now, what's your website? Well, I want to make sure.
WalterJeanette.com. Yeah.
Okay. Walter.
Yeah. Literally WalterJeanette.com.
I'll make sure to put links to you all in there. And then Albert, One Stop Shop for accounting solutions. Now you all specialize in, tell me who your ideal clients are.
Yeah, so we help professional service providers. So anyone whose main product is a service. So we think in mental health professional, consultants, doctors, dentists, people who sell their intelligence, pretty much their expertise. Those are the people that we help, and we help them understand like what their numbers are saying about their business.
Okay. And then Tyran, I don't know if people about investment. You do a lot with options. Y'all know I don't know numbers and stuff, but options and stuff. I'm just like,
Yeah, I try to help them just better understand it. If anything, if I do want to take it a little bit bigger, but for the time being, they kind of been doing it out of goodness on my heart. But as we stated earlier, that kind of gets a little taxing and expensive. So
it was just at an event. You just had about 30 people come.
Yeah.
We just did a training not this Saturday, past Saturday. Had a very good turnout. A lot of people very engaged. So I was able to use your voice and thought leadership at one time and kind of give it to a lot of different people instead of keep trying to do it individually, one by one. So I want you all, though, for the show, I want y'all to stay connected. We will be back next month, but we spicing it up. We're going even, I say spicy, we getting a little bit more deep. So stay tuned and stay connected so you know when we're going to go live again. So if you go to bit.ly, Uncut Mob, you can join our mob, right?
Uncut Mob. I like that.
Trying to clean on YouTube. I'm trying to get where Walter is. I'm trying to monetize and, diversify my streams of revenue, right? As I'm on the journey.
YouTube did all the Christmas shopping this year. Just let it be known. Pay some bills, Christmas shopping, all of it. Yes.
Absolutely.
But we will be having a VIP offering. So you all, some of you be able to come to the live we have like here, but we're going to start doing our VIP afterwards. And that's when it's really going to get uncut because ain't none of us trying to get struck or demonetized or have our stuff flagged. Right. So we're going to go where we can keep it real, right? After work, after hours. So sign up to get on that list and figure out how to join us for the VIP. I'm on Instagram. I'm on everything. Kimmy Fitwell, IG, YouTube, Facebook. And so, fellas, thank you so much. I really, I enjoy this, and I always look forward to this. You all have just really, y'all have done so much for me and give me so much joy, and I enjoy it. It makes me like feel revived in podcasting. So definitely. So we're gonna keep in touch. Definitely, like we said again, please sign up. You go here, you're going to just put your email in there, your name. You have to put your phone number so you can stay on our list to find out what's going on when we're going to go live next. And you can find out how to get into our VIP. make sure to check out these fellas and see what type of offerings that they have right now. We're at the end of the year. Just a little shameless plug for them. So some of these things maybe could be a tax write-off, Albert, maybe, right? Some of these things maybe depend on you got another category.
Ordinary and necessary. All they got
Right.
to do is ordinary and
Yes. There we
necessary.
go. See, we got all this multidisciplinary stuff in here. Yes, I love it. But thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you all. Make sure to follow the fellas, and until next time.
Peace.